Hey everyone, welcome back. In this Postman tutorial, I'm going to very important topic about API chaining within Postman and the method SetNextRequest. Now, why do we need to understand this method? The reason being that till now what we have done is we have, say for example, this is our collection, okay? And if I have to run this particular collection, I'll simply go to the collection, all right? And then click on the run to run the particular collection. And within the runner, you will see that within collection, I have a particular order or sequence of the requests that need to be executed, right? So for example, get project issue type, user assignable. And I can drag and drop these particular run order, okay, these requests here, the run order, I can change it and then run the execution manually or through CLI or through Newman, okay? So why do we need this SetNextRequest method? Now this is more of a manual intervention every time that you want to execute. Now this is a tedious process. Say for example, you have hundreds of test cases and you want to specify what particular request should get executed after a particular request is executed, right? So there is a dependency between the request and response. So first request you execute, the response that is received from the first request is passed to the second request, and there is a dependency between both of those, right? So when there is interdependency between the API, then the API chaining comes in picture, and setting up the run order or automatic run order is possible through the SetNextRequest method within Postman. Let's understand how we are going to use SetNextRequest. Okay, so let me go to the collection here and I'll open the first request, which is the get project request, right? Now in the test section here, okay, so usually whatever order is there of the request within the particular collection, that is by default taken in the runner. Okay, whether you are running manually, I'm exporting this particular collection and then running it through the Postman CLI or Newman, that order is basically taken up. Now programmatically or through the function, automatically or through automation, I can specify that, okay, what will be the next request. It doesn't matter what is the order of the request within the collection. I can say after this get projects call, execute create issue type story, okay, execute this post call, then execute this all issue type, then execute get issue, then execute get user assignable, right? So this order I can specify, order of execution I can specify with the SetNextRequest method. How you can do it? So for example, in the get projects call, okay, at last within the test, I'll simply say, okay, Postman object, so which is the legacy object, okay, and then simply say dot SetNextRequest, and in the SetNextRequest, you will see that it accepts an argument, basically a string request name. Okay, name of the next request that needs to be executed. So I'll simply go back here and say, for example, I want to execute get all issue type for the particular project. Okay, this is the request that I want to execute next. So I'll copy this name here and then simply in the get project SetNextRequest, I will put the name as a string. Okay, so in the double quotes there, okay, I'll just specify the name there and save it. Okay, so what will happen when this particular get project call will be executed? Everything in the pre-request test, everything will get executed. Then we'll look for, okay, is there a SetNextRequest method? Yes, there is. And what is the request or what is the next request that need to be executed? So Postman looks for this and then executes that particular request. It doesn't matter which order or where that particular request is in this particular collection. Say for example, now this particular request is at particular this particular location. It doesn't matter. Still, once the get project is executed, then this will get executed, right? Previously, the run order was as per the request that are being specified or the order is specified within this particular collection, right? Now from this request, which request I want to execute, so I'll go ahead with this get all issue types for the project, okay, and in the request or in the test here, I'll simply go ahead and specify what will be the next request. So I'll say set next request after this particular request, which one to execute, as a string the name of the next request. Okay, so I want to execute get users assignable one. All right, so I'll get the name of this particular request and as a string I'll specify that name. Okay, so now what will happen in the collection? First, this one will get executed, get projects. Get project has a SetNextRequest setup, which will execute all issue type, and all issue type has set up a next request to be executed is get user assignable. Okay. Now if I have to stop this execution, that after these 3 executions, stop the execution. I do not want to execute all the requests. Okay. So then in this particular, the last request that you want to execute, so get users assignable, what you'll do, simply say postman dot set next request and don't pass any name, simply pass null. Okay, that means Postman now understands that yes, after this particular request, stop the execution. All right, don't execute any further requests. Okay, so now if I go back to the collection runner here, so first this particular request will get executed. This has the set next request setup, which will execute get all issue type. Okay, it doesn't matter, it is at the 4th location, doesn't matter. It will recognize that there is a set next request method. It will come here. Then this particular method has set next request set to user assignable. This will execute this one, and then this has set it to null, and execution should stop then and there. Okay, so if you go to the collection here and let's run the collection. Okay, so I'll simply click on the run and you'll see that the order is not exactly what we had previously. Okay, but still get projects will get executed, then get all issue types, and then get user assignable because we have the method defined there, set next request. Okay, so I'll run this API test JIRA cloud collection and you'll see first get projects has been executed, then get all issue type has been executed, and then get user assignable to project has been executed. And this was not the sequence that was present in the collection, right? So the sequence was a bit different. Okay, so if you go to the runner here, okay, you will see that the sequence was absolutely different, or in the collection you will see it was absolutely different. So that is where this chaining of the APIs becomes really important, and using this particular method will help you to chain the APIs. It doesn't matter you have 20, 50 APIs, you want to specify a particular API to be run first and then the next one, then the next call. You can specify that using the set next request method to chain the APIs and get the desired outcome for your test execution. Now this is the manual execution that we have done, but then you can also export this collection, right? So after saving everything, you can export this collection as a JSON format, or you run it through Newman or Postman CLI using the Postman APIs, because you have the set next request setup. So that run order of the API or the execution order will be maintained because a set next request method has been incorporated into your code now. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for watching.